Welcome, everybody. Tonight we're going to be discussing the video that was posted by Dustin Ross about 2 months ago regarding just, the conversation that Marsau had with him about the By the way, before I continue my sentiment, can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, leave a 1 in the comment section. But anyway, like I was saying, we're going to be going on about the video of Marsau being interviewed by Dustin Ross, where they talk about the interaction between Marsau and Martel regarding really Marsau holding Martel accountable for the RP situation that occurred about a year or two back, and how it went, and then also how this played into Martel and Marsau having a disagreement. As you guys saw on I think it was the preview for the next episode, or was that the next episode? It was the preview for the next episode. Also, I got my man Dirt in here, like I promised you guys earlier.
How y'all doing?
But anyway, like I was saying, we're going to be giving our perspective on what happened. We're going to be playing the video, stopping, and just giving the male point of view on how on how we see the situation and our perspective as far as like what we've been through and how we can connect, and just reading it. And then from there, we're going to play a small portion of this video. We're not going to dig too much into this. My wife has done an excellent job. And if you guys watched our live earlier, we really went through this very thoroughly from top to bottom. But I just wanted to get my perspective and my buddy Dirk's perspective, because I felt like we didn't get an opportunity to really go deep into it. And then also we're going to speak on other subjects and just other things that are going on. As far as, for example, the owner of the crab boiler in Atlanta and his situation, and then also Scrappy and Chaotic. And then also, what's up to everybody in the chat? What's going on, Shirley Terry? What's going on? Hello, Lies, more lies. Hey, how you doing? Paula Copeland, I hope everything's all right with you.
Alicia, Lies, more lies, Alicia again. Hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah, hope y'all are all having a good night. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm not gonna waste no more time.
He just saw us straight up like, yo, we got to go talk to Martel. What's going on? What was it about this most recent situation regarding his arrest that kind of made you and your brother say, look, we got to go check in on him and just like help him to see, what this looks like from our POV?
Well, you know what? And that honestly goes back to Martel talking about kind of me and female tendencies, because this is exactly how Martel's fighting. And Martel is fighting a female with recordings and tell-alls.
And guys, let me just make this very clear. Tech Guy walks in unity with Here for Hot Tea. I have the same ideology and pathology. I do not resonate with men that refer to women as females. It dehumanizes them, as we spoke earlier. It shows that you see a woman as a second-class citizen, or somebody that does not possess the divinity that is necessary to keep the bloodline going. Just to go into a little bit more depth, none of us would be here without a woman. My wife has hit on it on numerous occasions. This is something that I've just known since childhood. Like, nobody had to tell this to me. This was a natural thing. Women are divine. They are not females. I'm not to beat a dead horse, but I mean, there's a lot of creatures on this planet that can be females. Horses can be females, cats can be females, dogs can be females, but they are not women. You understand me? Women, that's an exclusive title to the women that are walking this earth side by side with us. So in no way, shape, or form do I co-sign the way he chooses to speak on women. But also, let me get my man Dirk's opinion on it.
About that, appreciate a woman. No matter what state she in, just appreciate her.
And accusations and trying to take her kids and revenge porn and things like that. And to me is that no matter how I see, this is my unbiased opinion,
right?
That Mel and I haven't had the best relationship,
right?
In the past, but right is right and wrong is wrong, and there's to me, there's nothing. Well, I imagine there's something, but the lowest of the lows is taking your then wife in the most intimate moment
Yeah.
that you can have, the most vulnerable and sharing moment that you could have, and her trusting and giving you that, that tape or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you kind of weaponize that, and like, I can't think of something lower.
And also, before I speak on what he says there, because I actually do resonate with what he said, I'm also let Dirk get an opportunity to speak on it. We're also going to play the clip that segues and references what they're talking about in this conversation, so that we can give some context on what exactly we're referring to and what their conversation is rooted in.
Some of you have kids? Not yet. We're going through IVF right now. I have to listen to my friend ask Sunny about having children with my ex. As a woman, I think y'all would know that that's a hard conversation to have in front of someone.
I bet you that she still loves you. Some life ain't going for that. What they call a triple. We don't know who's gonna be the size of the kids. I don't know. I'm gonna my wife. The size chick gonna be.
Me and Martel never had any such relationship, never went that far. But you did go this. Yeah, she married, but she not married, but she engaged. My sister.
What I heard, she trained Martel. My girl slid somebody DMs. To get some training. This was before we both fired. No, we did. He's a TM fight while he's married. That was like the time that me and you were reason when we went to Las Vegas. You might want to be quiet for a minute.
What is public knowledge is that he it's a DUI this time, but it could have been worse.
I'm hanging out with some pigs.
Maurice was arrested again for DUI. He was on social media. I want to know sincerely how you're feeling in those moments. I can't help what I don't know.
I don't really know if you can help me. I'm gonna just feed you to the moon and back. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on respect. I'm not gonna keep turning the other cheek. I'm here to fix this. That's why I'm here. Straight up. Get it. Like I wasn't there. Get it. I'm sorry, Trish. It's the worst. Don't let me sleep good at night.
I'll fill this out. Yeah. You're messing around with Martel. You know. And you go back and forth with people all down the internet. One of her pro-claim fans came to my warehouse with her camera and her friend while I'm cussing and crying. And she takes that to get the order of my arrest for guess what? Harassing communications. You stand, do you agree with that? They all come back to download their guilt, but she's not taking accountability. You know how I genuinely feel about you. Some of these people not your friend.
Also did an interview by his. I'm like, why would this dude even fix his mouth to say something about my charge? So what's the problem with you then? Every time he opens his mouth to say something about Marsau, he was talking about Martel. You talking about Marsau about Martel.
Did y'all hear all that? Just wanted to make sure that did y'all hear all that. But anyway, if you guys, just to make it clear, that was the context that we're trying to give you. That was the conversation that they're referencing to right now, as far as him being called the BAN, and also accusing Marsau of having some sort of relations with a woman outside of their relationship. But just to put it in all perspective.
5, 6, 7, 8. We are all we lost 8.
Times have changed.
This will get you.
Nothing. Well, I imagine there's something, but the lowest of the lows is taking your then wife in the most intimate moment that you can have, the most vulnerable and sharing moment that you could have, and her trusting and giving you that, that tape or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you kind of weaponize that, and like, I can't think of something lower at that point right there. And you're never going to win. And even someone that thinks like that, at that point right there, like, I lost respect.
So as you guys can see, Marsau took a stab at holding Martel accountable. And look what all erupted from it. Look at what comes in the wake of that. This is a microcosm of the community as far as men are concerned in their pathology. Ain't nobody tell me shit about myself. If anybody makes an attempt at it, I'm going to try to out them, or I'm going to put them on Front Street, or I'm going to put them on blast, or now I'm going to air your business out. When realistically, what Marsau was saying wasn't false. And realistically, if he's opening his mouth to have the courage to speak to you about where your shortcomings are, it would reflect better on your character as a man if you were to take that advice in stride, versus doing what we seem to be characteristic of doing every time, which is throwing a hissy fit. What you think, Dirk?
I feel like, this guy, he telling it how it is. Like, why would you do that? It's your wife, man. Like, why would you want the world to see her and you? Like, no, that's insane to me. But
tell me what you think. Like, what you like tell me. I know you've been in a situation like this, like either with your brothers or your friend or whomever it may be, where you done tried to tell them, look, bro, you're wrong. You ain't going with, like, there's no, like, they sitting here trying to convince you that their point of view is so fucking valid, but you've been in the dead wrong from the get-go. And you trying to convince me, a logical man,
see what's going on.
That I see what I'm seeing. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh yeah, on that note, it's like people like that, they just gotta take accountability, bro. Like, you gotta let, like, I don't put too much energy in it. I'm just gonna tell you that you're wrong. You can take it how you want to take it, And like you said, we're gonna catch up with you.
It is, but that's the problem though, because it's more of this and less of us.
Right.
It's more like, so when we speak on, most of the community or most of the men or black men are behind and defunct in these specific like traits, these traits are like playing out in multiple different arenas and complexes. So I don't fault Marsau for taking charge and trying to speak on it, but
she should. That's a real friend.
That's a real friend. But at the end of the day, I also condemn Marsau because he's been enabling this shit, and he's also been
trying to throw rocks behind his hand too.
Exactly. Like he's not guilty in this situation, but also he's been a part in Marsau running amok like this. Like, if this was Martel running amok like this, they've been friends for years. Like, how long they been friends for? Like almost 10, 20 years or something like that.
Okay.
So you've been knew this dude like this, and now you want to
do him like that. But what's the cause? What do you get out of this? What I'm trying to say, wow, all of a sudden now you want to get on this case.
Well, to put it in perspective, that video, what he was speaking on was he tried to put out the RP.
Right.
So that was where he was okay, bro, you tripping
doing too much.
Like, you doing a lot right now, bro. Like you talking about going low. She went low, so I'm gonna go lower. That's not leadership. That's not setting the tone. You allowing your ex-wife to basically control your emotions based on how she chooses to move, which isn't wrong. She's not wrong for moving this way. You've shown disloyalty. You've shown that you'd rather be elsewhere. So why would she show you any respect in the situation?
It gives me sassy vibes, man.
Yeah, they all sassy, bro. It's real sassy.
They're
spicy, man. They real. That's what it is. Because once again, when I showed it, when you see the interview, you got to see the elation,
right,
the excitement when he has an opportunity to assert his dominance over a woman. But you just watch the whole scene. Martel called you a BAN to your face in front of your wife in front of all your closest friends,
Ain't happening.
and you sat there and just looked at him like
Ain't
you was
happening.
shook.
Ain't
You seen him? He looked kind
Yeah.
of scared, bro. It's like
My thing is, if you gonna pop that shit, be about that shit.
I'm saying, like, if you're gonna have all this mouth to speak on the man's situation, now that he's addressing you, now it's the time to stand on your business. Okay, you are over here putting out RP on your wife. Not saying that that's a rebuttal, but at the same time, you can't allow him to chomp you off like you did something wrong.
Right.
When realistically, you standing in the right, you just shook because this nigga's bald
in your
head.
face.
He got bald head aggression.
Hey.
All this damn bald head.
Leave bald head black men alone, man. When they mad, leave a bald head black man alone.
I don't know what's up with the cue balls, man. They volatile.
They shining too.
It's
leave they asses alone.
You know the balls from Mario? That's what they head look.
Bald head black man, leave them alone, man. They cool. Don't piss them off.
Well, let's get back to the video, man.
Yeah.
I lost respect at that point. And so now my thing is like there's some things that people do that you can understand and you can cope with, but there's a level that people decide that they want to go to that I can't get down with that.
Yeah.
I can't get down with that because anybody that would do that in that moment, that means that anything I've ever had that I could ever use against you, I'll use in your most vulnerable state if you push me to that. And I got some people, me and my brother got in fights all the time.
So once again, I give 2 points, and this is my second point for Marsau. He typically don't rub me the right way, the way he handled himself. So don't get it twisted, y'all. I still don't rock with him, but right is right, wrong is wrong, and he's hitting on the right points at this point in time. It may come off to some as him patronizing, it may come off to others as him it's a little bit too late, but at the end of the day, he is speaking the truth. Like, you've allowed this person to control you. But anyway, I'm gonna let Dirk get into the comments, so you go ahead and read the comments and get caught up for us.
Hey, CC, how you doing out there? Okay, Miss Z, preach tech guy. I can say a lot about Marsau, but if him and Tisha were to ever get a divorce, I guarantee you he won't do Tisha like how Martel did Melanie.
I agree.
I agree for sure.
Okay. If the man would have spoken up, all this wouldn't have happened to the degree it did. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I my take on it, yeah. Like I said, don't try to, hold him not accountable at the wrong times, You should always be, held accountable at the right time, Don't be trying to throw rocks and hide your hand. No, we're not doing that. No, wrong is wrong, right is right. And it should go across the board. Period.
Mm-hmm.
We don't hit in the face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got to have a line. You guys all the time in your most vulnerable state. If you push me to that, and I got some people, me and my brother got in fights all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We don't hit in the face.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a line. You got to have a line, and the line is nothing to do with them. The line is about who you are as a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so my thing was with him. I think that I tried to tell him, and I tried to tell him over and over and over before when I wanted him to understand and get it. But at this point right now, life will teach you.
Yeah.
Life will teach you. Life will teach you. Life will teach you that there actually is.
My thing about this situation, as a friend, why would you wait till now?
After the divorce.
Right. This could have been done, man,
within their marriage.
But you guys, hey y'all, what's up? I'm in the background. And I hope y'all like this segment. I thought it would be great for the men to give their opinions, their outright opinions. They're not really involved in the drama or know too much. So I felt like it was unbiased and it'll be a great segment. So with that being said, I wanted to know, because I thought that was a good point. And a lot of us, the women, because we're so involved in this,
we don't like Marsau because it was said that he helped Martel buy Martel's mistress, a car.
It's crazy.
So we felt like if you would help him cheat, then you would cheat as well.
Right.
That's why we were saying, like, you should have been stepped up and said something, but you were probably cheating as well. But when he wanted to take the kids away from her, and take them for full custody. He wanted to take her for full custody. You should have even stepped in then, but you were still coddling him, protecting him, and you didn't really step up and say anything. And so, yeah, I thought that was a good point. Why are you saying something now?
It don't make sense. It's sad, and that's where we at in the world today. With the friendships, relationships, situationships. You got to be honest with yourself first. You can't, like I said, throw rocks, hide your hand. You can't do that. No, I'm gonna bro, you're a clown.
Straight like that.
Your 9mm bullet head ass is a clown.
Straight up. So let me get into some of these comments. Kevin Moore, let's see. Irene Bay said Marsau's trying to do damage control because he knew about the RP. Now, since the courts are involved, he's speaking against it, in my opinion. Yeah, he's trying to. He's definitely trying to tuck tail at the last minute. We just seen last season how he was acting. He was just saying free Martel. Now he's holding Martel accountable.
And that's something that you probably don't know, but when Martel got locked up for the revenge fee, Marsau went on the internet and said free Martel.
See, that's what I don't like about this guy.
Sneaky, bro.
Sneaky, backstabbing.
Conniving.
You conniving, bro. Cause at the end of the day, man,
and his head got creases in it, bro.
You got 9mm bullet head, man.
I'm telling you, bro. It's shiny.
Bald head, leave them ninjas alone.
They got bald head
tough.
aggression.
They tough, bro.
Late onset OCTE. Let's see. Generic name said even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Right.
Yeah. He just
sassy to me. He just give me sassy vibes.
He argue with women, bro. He love arguing with women.
This guy right here.
Yes.
And you can't step up to a real man.
He's a veteran at arguing.
But you can't step up to a real man and call you a VAN in front of your wife.
Yes.
Well, there's also a moment where it was a long time ago, seasons ago, where Martel was being aggressive with him, and he called the police and tried to put out a restraining order.
And you out calling the police?
Yeah, he's scared, but he shook, scared in the boots.
Oh no, man!
Yeah, and that's interesting because all these people, they be so upset that Neil had, put out, a warrant for his arrest for him trying to put revenge Pete on her, but they weren't upset that Marsau tried to get Martel locked up.
And that's another thing, bro. How you gonna call the police on your own boy?
You scared?
What that make you, bro?
A sissy.
Hey.
I'm sorry, he's sweet.
Are you tapping into your feminine energy? Like, come on,
he girly.
Like, you definitely a clown. Clown. Bozo.
Anyway, let me read the next comment. It's given one co-defendant made a deal and the other one got the max. The one with immunity, aka T-shirt, being ignorant, can speak freely now. I agree with that's a very good analogy. That's a very good analogy. Because he taught, because that's the thing with Marsau. Marsau respects. That's why Marsau is now starting to go up for because he respects Melody's business acumen. He respects Melody's poise, the way she handles her household, the way she handles her children, just who she is as a woman. But I don't think that Marsau is in a relationship with a woman that he necessarily respects. Okay. I mean, if you haven't really seen much of Tisha, but from what my wife has showed me, I can see there's a definite difference in how they how they both operate.
Well, hey y'all want to know something interesting? I would say Tisha might have similarities to my sister. What do you think, sweetie?
I think that's a good point. I do think that's a good point. We know which one.
The oldest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tisha has similarities to my sister. Mm-hmm. Tisha is married to him, Marsau. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Tisha is
like carbon copy.
Tisha not carbon copy paste to my sister. Hell no, the fuck she ain't. She has similarities.
Shades.
Like, yeah, right. So, we'll talk about it more in depth later, but she has similarities.
But anyway, they are all working together on a plot to get rid of Mel. Therefore, no one was making Hotel accountable. Now that things are getting serious, with the law being involved, the tables are turning. I do agree.
Yeah.
Because not only is all of this going on in the show, but in the background, bro, the lawsuits is getting thrown like Tom Brady throwing touchdown passes, bro. And it's not a game. Like last season, before all the smackdowns and all the subpoenas and indictments was being laid down for all of their BS, everybody thought it was a game.
Right.
Or I can say whatever I want on
Okay.
the internet about anybody I want, no matter what. I can do this and do that. I can strike people's channels and get their business and really take away food out of people's mouth.
They just do what they want to do.
Do what they want to do because they have a different opinion of
Okay.
my character than who I think I presume to be on this show. You feel me?
Okay.
So now this season's like the reckoning.
It's going down.
Yeah. This is the reckoning,
So
bro.
police get involved, y'all.
Yeah, police get involved. They
y'all
want
coaches,
to.
so
They want
okay.
to. Yes, exactly. Exactamundo. Hit the hammer on the head. Because we've been calling this shit out. We've been calling this shit out, bro, since way back before this shit even popped off. But we're gonna get back to it. So Kevin Moore said Marsau speaks in riddles. He says some of the right things, his actions say another. When he gets caught up and called out, then he's the example of a man. Some of us know better. That's what I'm saying. Like, he think we was born yesterday. I wasn't born yesterday. I wasn't born later on that evening. I don't know why he think he can pull wool over our eyes, bro. Like, we are adults.
And I was his friend. I would tell him, hey, bro,
Shut up.
just shut the fuck up,
Shut
bro.
the fuck
Stay
up,
out of
bro.
it. You ain't gonna correct it the first time, bro.
Just
You
be
matter of
quiet.
fact, you wrong all over the board.
All
I can't
over
trust you.
At all. Like,
I cannot trust you.
at all. Like, you just doing this for a storyline, dog. It's got to be because you were just on the other side of the fence like not too long ago, dog.
And you still a BAN. That's crazy to me, bro.
Bro, he got caught at BAN by Martel. He be getting
This is
caught.
the first
He
time.
be getting caught BANs like hotcakes. This shit is just.
So if they saying that about you, that's what you are, bro.
He the band man.
Hey, if everybody said this about you, bro, they've been saying these vibes from you, bro. Like,
Everybody ain't lying. That's all I'm saying.
they know something.
I'm telling you.
There's a place in society for people who want to send pornographic pictures of their ex-wives out. There's a place for those people.
Yeah.
There's a place that you can actually sit down and think about those decisions.
What's that place?
there's time for you to think about that stuff. There's a reflection place, right?
Uh-huh.
There's a reflection place, and
A
when you go
think
to those
tank.
places,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's a little think tank. It's a
Yeah.
place that maybe I didn't get through to you. Maybe you need your thoughts in this little comfortable concrete place,
Mhm.
and that kind of stuff figures it out because
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Yeah. I think that you spoke to a really important piece when you said that at the end of the day, you know, right is right and wrong is wrong. So being principled kind of usurps a personal bias or a personal, you know, disagreement that you may have had with someone else. And I think that speaks volumes to a person's character.
That's it.
And in the case where people do kind of throw a lot of rocks at you and your wife's marriage and your personal character, I think scenes like that, where you are, you know, standing on the right side of a situation, or, you know, being principled, I think that kind of adds that levity and that balance to some of that talk and shows your true character. Do you think there's an opportunity or anything that Martel could do at this point, right? Obviously, he can't undo some of the things that he's done, but is there a way for him to pivot and maybe make different choices that could show him in a different light at this point? What do you think?
Martel has to be
do
consistent. The only thing that humans, the only thing that's worth respect in this world is consistency.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Even if you do it and you hit an amazing shot, they're gonna say it's luck. After you hit them 5 in a row, they say put some.
Man,
Hey,
if
man.
this inconsistent forehead nigga don't stop, get off my damn TV.
Yeah, he's something else, man.
He out of control,
he
bro.
out of, he way out of
He
pocket.
way out of it.
You like, man, it's like me and my brothers don't hit in the face.
But you hit girls in the face verbally.
And you yelling at
Women, bro. Like, what that mean? What does that prove?
Nothing, bro.
Like, that don't show that you are a high character or high moral standard. You don't get no cool points or no strikes for that, dude.
He that kid that got picked on in school.
For sure he got picked
Then
on.
he, you know, wait,
Bro, what?
act like he got home,
Wedgies,
you know.
swirlies.
Yeah.
He was getting his
Getting
skills took.
He said he was be fat.
He ain't had the same bike the same week every week. Like his bike was getting took.
But he'll be at home. Mama, I hear
picking on his sister, little brother. Bro, he just a square.
That's the vibes he gives.
Bro, he just a square, bro. But to be honest, like it's damage control at this point. Man. If you not hit, this is damage. This is what damage control looks like. This is what I effed up presidentially looks like. And now I gotta fix my image before I don't got no bread.
But it's already through.
It's through. This show finna get canceled, bro. This show finna get canceled at the rate that they going, bro. They really didn't.
Well, I don't think it's gonna get canceled. I think Carlos gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
They only got 3 wheels.
It's entertaining, but
they only got 3 wheels and a spare, boy. I'm telling you, that thing got that thing showing tread. Good. Now we're going to move on to a more serious topic. A renowned entrepreneur, philanthropist. All right. So let me give you guys a really good example of when knuckleheads don't get held accountable. When two buffoons are just allowed to run amok, this is the results of what happened. We get solid soldiers, real steppers, real difference makers end up pushing up daisies for no apparent reason. Like, it's just so sad to me. But this is what allowing a Martel to run amok could have eventually evolved into. But let me go ahead and read. Beloved Buckhead owner shot to death in broad daylight. Chad Dillon was shot and killed in the old 4th Ward neighborhood. He owned the Boiler Seafood Crab Bowl on Piedmont Road in Buckhead. Now, to give you guys some context as to why he was in this area, he was actually doing some research on a Jamaican restaurant that he was supposed to be opening up. And I think that he was wrapping up or just doing a couple of inspections at this property, just looking over it in his Rolls Royce. So as he's leaving out, apparently he gets blocked in or somebody follows him and guns this young man down.
Brooklyn, New York, trying to come down here, start a business, man, it's just sad. Just sad on our community, man. People trying to do the right thing, move in the right direction, give opportunities, and
to be struck down for absolutely no reason. For a car you can't keep, for a jewelry that you can't sell. And it's appalling. Like, and guys like this are just as at fault as the dudes who pulled the trigger. God. And right now I'm speaking on the young men, like just on like the young men that our community typically, and from what I've seen from my experiences, typically the younger generation surrounds themselves with yes men or dudes who don't have enough courage to let you know when you're slipping or when you're doing some sucker shit or when you're not operating right and when you're not moving right. Guys like this enable guys like Martel to crash. Not only is he he's not going to encourage you to make the right decisions, but he'll probably be the one to gaslight you into crashing out and making the worst decision and tell on you behind it. Put your ass right in the penitentiary and be up under your lady. That's what y'all grew up together since childhood.
That's crazy to me, bro. It just shows you, hey, we got to get better, man.
And this is what motion looks like. This individual was a philanthropist. He just wasn't just a business owner. He was also involved in the Urban League. If you're not familiar with the Urban League is responsible for giving individuals who have just gotten out of either a long or extended stay in the penitentiary or are transitioning between homes and trying to figure out their next move. It gives them business, job opportunities, job training, as well as housing and also other other resources necessary to be able to sustain yourself while you're on this journey as a man. And to see him get gunned down at such a young age of 33, given the successes that he's reached in one of the most expensive neighborhoods in the state of Georgia. You understand? Like,
it's like, man, it's just sad. That's even
overall, it's just sad overall. And you got Mr. Peanut Head over here trying to act like he give a damn about the plights and the perils that his
bro.
He don't care. He don't give no damn, bro.
You're a narcissist, bro.
And I would just like to jump in from this because I think, and give my perspective, because I believe that, these young men, that are out here and that don't get held accountable, they end up growing up into men like Martel. And although, he isn't the type of person that'll maybe, inflict that much harm by way of pow to somebody that we know of.
They'll take an ATM off your ass in 2 seconds, my boy. You better watch your ATM.
Right. And you don't even know about that. But yeah, he got caught. He got caught trying to take an ATM.
03, stealing ATM like on barbershop.
Leave the bald head man alone, man.
Allegedly.
Hey.
But yeah, and apparently he got caught with walkie-talkies in the car waiting on them.
So he got a mental problem.
Bro, he's slow.
He got a mental
he's
problem,
slow, bro. I don't know, bro. You got to talk to Marlene about it, dog. That's mama.
But check this out, man. It's like this supposed to have been from the cut. Like, if you my boy, tech guy, and we grew up together, man, right?
Yeah.
And you and your old lady, y'all going through stuff. First of all, I ain't gonna be in your business. Let you tell me.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you going through something, hey, Dirk, me and my girl going through this.
Yeah.
Cool, bro. If you wrong, I'm gonna tell you that you're wrong.
For sure.
And I would not hope that you'll take it offensive.
Personal and no shit like that.
Right. Like you'll tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That's how I should be out here, bro.
That's the expectation that you would think is so simple and so easy to pick up on, but it just seems to be Chinese to those who look like us. And it's unfortunate because we at a grown age where it's like, I'm not finna sit here and hold your hand and baby you through this shit, but at the same time, it's like I'm on an island. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a lot of us who think like us. Like, they're used to being they handheld by their mama, their teachers, their girl, they coaches. Everything they used to having their handheld. So when a cat like me come in your life, it's like, hey, bro, you're slipping. I can't even get. You don't take care of your kids.
That's a big one.
What?
Hey, that's a big one.
You got some beautiful kids. You want to take care of your kids.
That's
bro?
A blessing. You got kids. That's a blessing. And I find that you're not taking care of your kids. Bro. I can't tell you nothing, bro. You already ain't doing what you. Hey.
Are you abusing women? Or you?
Well, I would like to ask y'all a question.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you guys feel like you have mentors that are on the same path that you guys are trying to be on?
Hell no.
I say there's some out there.
It's some out there, but they busy being up.
They don't want to.
Well, I'm saying currently.
Oh no.
Do you?
No.
Hell no. I ain't had a mentor a day in my life.
No.
I don't know.
Have you had mentors?
No. I've had role models.
I had role models. I coaches.
But for the most part, it's on the job training. I had to figure this shit out on my own. I still don't know everything.
And I think that's also something that we're lacking in the community. Like, we are trying to do something that I haven't necessarily seen demonstrated. And I don't necessarily have, I believe that I have mentors, but I don't, when I look at my husband, sometimes I feel so sad because he sticks out like a sore thumb sometimes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And, y'all be sticking out like a sore thumb.
But that doesn't make it right. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, my mama raised me, my daddy, my sperm donor, whatever he is. But anyway, he left. My mom did the best she could, but I had to look at life from another perspective. So it's like,
and I think you do a good job with that.
Oh yeah,
which is why I kind of feel sorry for y'all, because I think that y'all want something for yourself that
isn't readily available.
That's how I feel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's plenty of, and don't get it twisted. Every like for example, let me read this comment right quick because I think Yvonne Wilson said something, hit on something that was, and also Kevin Moore said something very good too. She said, prison cells, hospitals, graveyards hold most not held accountable because eventually they get caught. Some, not all, this happens to. I agree. It's a lot of gentlemen out here running around that haven't met their ultimatum or their maximum in life. And hopefully they got their wake-up call early enough to be able to change their direction or their path. But it's a lot of my contemporaries who had to meet the judge, the blade, or a cell before they had to rethink their route. And it didn't take all of that. A lot of the situations that they got hemmed up in were completely avoidable.
And some of them didn't deserve it, though.
And some of them didn't deserve it. I'm not gonna say that the situations they were in were all their fault or they had all hands in it.
Right.
But I'm just saying that it shouldn't get to that. It shouldn't get in there to that point for somebody to understand that they're not right all the time.
I'm gonna use this old term. You know, a hard head make a soft behind.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get however many times you think you're gonna get away with it. Guess what? That time you think you're gonna get away with it, you're gonna get caught.
Straight up.
So it's like what I see when I look at the young people these days. I see lack of a father.
Misguided.
Definitely misguided.
We were talking about this earlier, and I was saying that I think that Black men are scared of each other.
At this point, at this time,
yeah,
I agree. You can't even nowadays. You got 12-year-olds with papa.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Yeah,
you can't even tell a 12-year-old to stop. Without getting papa.
Yeah, it's like even if I wanted to give this game away, who gonna listen?
They don't.
There's no audience.
They don't want to listen.
Like it's I have you.
Some of them do, but it's hard because there are people around them that aren't reinforcing what you're trying to help them with.
I agree.
That's something that I feel like me and my husband struggle
Just
with.
run amok with. We could sit here and preach
all day
give
long.
Examples, give experiences that are really tangible, that are really change a youth's life. But at the end of the day, when they go home and they lay their head down at night, if the person that puts food on their table and a roof over their head isn't reinforcing the information that I'm trying to instill into you, is useless. It's useless. So that's why the sense of community is what I'm here to encourage and to push forward and to continue to keep alive. Because if it wasn't for my community, I probably would have crashed by now.
Yeah,
I made some mistakes in my youth, but I was afforded a father and a mother and a couple of solid father figures around me that showed me that there's more to life than what is presented to you or handed to you. So if any message gets across to any youth, I hope some young youth is listening to this. Bro, it's more out there for you than whatever your environment immediately presents you. And you don't have to settle for that or try to form fit yourself to that because that's all you think you got. It's so much more out here for you. There's so many more opportunities that you could be allowing yourself to be indulged in, but you have to be accountable enough to be able to face that. It's going to take a commitment to wanting that pathology, to want higher learning, to want to really to chase down your cause as a man.
Because it's not easy.
It's not easy because you're gonna have to let go of your generational curses.
And a lot of people around you are gonna try
to constrict you and keep you condemned to your generational curse.
Hey, you gotta get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Get comfortable.
Yep. I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Sometimes you gotta change your environment. Change people that you hang around and you feel like they not elevating. They got you doing
stuff that's out of your character.
No, get away from the people. So you gonna find yourself.
It's family.
Yeah,
your family. It don't matter who it is.
It'll be your blood.
Get away. Find your peace,
please.
That's number one. Find your peace. Because like the hospitals and the cells, they're getting full by the day. Every day, and it's crazy that it takes you to go to jail, bro. And they don't. That's another thing the young guys don't understand. When the judge, they don't give years; they give months. These kids ain't been in school that long, so they thinking,
60 months,
36 months.
Knock that out. Ain't nothing.
So they get down there and realize.
And
I got a lot of guys down there in prison in the system, and I talk to them you know, here and there, and I hear a lot of stories about what goes on down there with the young guys. You know, they thought it was all fun and game. You got a grown man here with life.
Nothing to
You
lose.
can't run nowhere. You can't run. It's so much. Where you running to now? You got nowhere to run now.
Oh, your partners ain't there.
And unfortunately, you're faced with and forced to be accountable.
Yeah.
Who want to live like that, bro? Go change your life.
You gonna be
The
bumping
world,
shoulders
the
with
world
dudes.
is bigger. Who want to share a bunk bed with another man? I don't. And that's one thing I always put in my mind just growing up. My mom, you know, like I said, she raised me and she showed me a video a long time ago about the old Alto prison. And, you know, that scared me. It was a scared straight for me. Because she probably seen me going down the wrong path and she jumped on that immediately. So with the story she showed me, it woke me up. So it's like pretty much like this guy, Alto was a men's prison in Georgia, grown men prison. So they had the juveniles just separate. It was a fence that separated them. So when you turn 17 or whatever, they send you over there with the grown men. Sad story. This guy turned 17 years old on his birthday. Died on his birthday.
Mm.
And ever since then, I said, you know what? No, I'm gonna change the odds. I'm gonna beat the odds. Do everything in my power to beat the odds. No. Mama, I got respect for her. I can just put her through that much, you know. But anyway, man, you know, it's getting better, man. The world is beautiful.
And he is actually a great person, y'all.
For real. Respect my boy.
You know, y'all know I don't like men, so I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, we ain't just bringing anybody up. This is verified, stamped, and approved.
I just wanted to give y'all a different perspective because I do believe that, you know, you can go through things in life and you can change. But I think, you know, it takes accountability and, you know, people go through things. People are influenced by negative things. I've been one of those people. You know, I've been very transparent about that with y'all. But, you know, you live, you learn, you grow. And as long as you are real with yourself and transparent with yourself, you have room to grow. You have to be accountable for your actions and you have room to grow. Because I don't believe nobody is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody ends up in situations where they may or may not want to be in. So I don't believe in just judging people based on, you know, their situations, but I will judge you based on the decisions that you continue to make. And so that's why I'm very critical of Marsau and all of them, by the way.
Yep. And let me read some of these comments because y'all been dropping bombs in the comment section. I'm not gonna lie.
I like y'all, man.
For real, yeah, I rock with y'all. They see they hanging with us strong, and I appreciate all 69 of y'all that been hanging with us this whole time. It's a pleasure to be back on YouTube. I know I've been gone for a minute, man, but it's just life, and you know, we're trying to advance and push forward and you know, pursue other ventures outside of YouTube as well as maintaining my YouTube career. But it's good to have my man Dirt here to have some reinforcements on what I'm saying, so y'all know I'm surrounding myself with solid individuals. It's not just, I ain't just got anybody up here speaking. Like I wouldn't have this man up here if I didn't respect his cause and how he handled his business and how he take care of his family and his people. But Yvonne Wilson stated that that's exactly how I am with my 5 sons. I raised by myself. They tell their girlfriends and wives all the time, my mama don't be having my side if I'm wrong. And that's what, that's all it take. Like the fact, like, okay,
I like that.
Like you're not gonna enable your boys to be shitheads because it's a lot of.
I think that's how your mom is.
Well, my mom tell the truth. She gonna tell you the truth. She gonna tell you, hey, you wrong.
Yeah, she gonna get your ass. You don't play with.
No, my mom
play.
She gonna keep it good with you.
I'm trying to tell you.
But hey, mama, I like that. Yvonne, hey, yeah, that's how you do it.
For sure.
Don't enable them. No, just because they're your son. No,
hell no, because judge ain't gonna enable them.
Yeah, exactly.
Police ain't gonna enable them. That's what it is. Irene Bay said yes, had to play the cards that he was dealt. I agree. You got to. That's how life is. You can't, like, as a man, you got to really just make lemons out of lemonade, dog. And if you're an accountable man, it's not that hard, because if you're accountable, that means you're a solution-oriented individual, because you're not only able to identify the problem, but you're also able to come up with a solution while identifying the problem. You're solution-oriented. You're not just sitting there dwelling on that shit. So I really really appreciate that comment. It says, Yvonne Wilson says, I live in the California Crenshaw area. Oh yeah, so yeah, for sure. or you already
Hold
know
them
what time.
accountable, mama.
You got to. The community gonna do that
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Hold them accountable.
Indigo Princess 2406 says, glad to hear from the men. We're glad that you guys are digesting our content and our perspective on this. And I'm glad. I appreciate every one of y'all's feedback. Generic name said Prison Sergeant here. Exactly. Prison Sergeant will speak from experience. She'll let your ass know.
Yeah, he know what's going
Yeah,
on.
he or she
He or she probably
see it
on
with her own two eyes. She give every kid off in the city an example of why you don't want to get in that. But hey, keep on doing what y'all doing, BA. McGeechee said mothers need to start raising men and not BANs.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I disagree. Men need to be raising men. Men can raise men. I'm not saying that to the women that have had to do it on their own. I salute you, and I know it's some like the man I'm sitting right next to. But realistically, your mama shouldn't have had to do that. That wasn't her responsibility. She didn't have you by herself. If the day that I bring a child in this world, that's my pride and my honor to be able to make sure that I get his mental sharp.
And if you don't, me and you ain't gonna be friends.
We can't. I hope you would disown me as a friend if I did wrong by my child. Please, bro. The odds is a negative 0.04 chance of this happening, y'all. But if you do, please let me know I'm tripping, bro. Because I would hate that for my child, bro. Indigo Girl said, when my son would come home from school and he tells me what his teacher said or did to him, my first question to him is, what did you do that made your teacher say or do that to you? Now, it's two sides to that, because a lot of teachers do be playing with your kids when they're at school. Like, they'll fixate on your kid for whatever reason, but also, and then on the other side of it is kids who come into school trying to get with a prerogative to give the teacher a run for their money.
It's a revolving door.
Yeah, I think you got to know what you're dealing with.
You got to know your kid.
Right, because sometimes you can't always trust authorities over your children.
Mm-hmm.
That was also something, although I speak about my daddy being a narcissist, that was something that I always appreciated about him. Even if he was only doing it to maintain his image, he never, ever, ever took my teacher's word over mine. And I feel like part of that is because he knew I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna,
his kid.
You know what I'm saying? Versus my mom. My mom would always be like, why are you acting like this? Why are you doing this? And it's like, girl, she called me ignorant. A teacher should not call a child ignorant
at all.
So yes, that taught her. Even though that still probably wasn't right. You know what I'm saying?
But that's still heinous for the teacher to be calling a kid ignorant.
Right. But I'm just saying, so yeah, I think there's a good balance.
And then to get into this next comment, Yvonne Wilson also said that 2 of my sons is a truck driver, a manager, a chef, and a warehouse supervisor.
You did your thing.
You did your thing. None of them around with prison yard. None of them around with graveyard. How you do that shit, man? Hell yeah, raise them boys to be productive members.
See, and that's why I have this panel, okay? Because they are so proud. I only know if he a good man based on how he treat other women.
And if you know one thing about me and my boy Dirk,
that's what I think. Like, they're not haters or nothing like that. They always want the best for everybody. Me, I am like an equal opportunity hater. Like, period. I don't care. Like,
I'll be praying for my boy.
I'm an equal opportunity hater. Like, I do not care.
Oh, y'all hilarious. Generic name said there is so much potential behind the wall. The accountability is what makes the difference between the inmate and the convict.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I agree, because if you're not able to face your accountability that deep into your wake-up call, you're never gonna get it.
But check this out. I mean, what you think about this? So many go in, bro. They go in talented, bro.
Yeah,
you could have been doing this on the street.
Yeah. You could have been an entrepreneur.
You could have got your LLC, been doing this from the get-go.
Yeah.
Wow. It take you going to jail.
To tighten up.
Right.
Being shoulder to shoulder with dudes for the rest of your life made you want to get right.
Do that make sense?
No, bro. And that's that's the culture, bro. We've been so fucking misguided. They be glamorizing chain gang.
Oh, nowadays, all time.
Like, they be ready to crash.
You don't, hey.
I don't know.
They in love with felonies. I don't know what's wrong with them, bro. They got
Then they go to jail and crash out about these women,
bro. And it's not. And look, it's one thing to protect your woman. That's a.
Do y'all think that they are crashing out behind women?
Yes,
I don't think
when they
so.
get in there.
Oh,
When they
okay.
get in there, that was 90% of the fights are.
What?
Yes,
It's about women.
the girl ain't picking up that phone.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
a
So they start fights.
yeah.
you mad.
Yeah, they've been
You
yeah.
bitch.
You've been looking at dudes for 45 and a half months straight.
You think
bro.
about what she doing out there on the street. You ain't here. What can you do?
All you think about is the voicemail.
Yeah.
The only thing
How
you know
you
is the
know?
voicemail.
What you mean?
So they be telling you.
I done been in there outside. First hand.
Yeah.
I know. So
So
it's
they
like,
just be starting.
man,
They started
you will
shit.
see it, man. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's out of control, man. But to bring it all back, to bring it all back to a head, because we all over the place. These dudes are the contributing factor, and literally
Not these dudes, not Dustin Ross.
not Dustin Ross, dudes of Marsau's caliber, Martel's caliber, Maurice caliber. They are all contributing factors to what it is the problem.
Okay.
Why do you think so? Because some people might say, huh?
I'm gonna tag on this. I'm gonna answer that question.
Okay. Because some people might say, you're attaching Marsau to, these things, and he's just not that type of person. What do you say to that? Do you think it's because, or, why do he have to, be accountable for young people's actions, or, be accountable for not being involved in the community? He has 3 kids. What if he's involved with doing that?
He don't do shit with his kids. He don't do shit. Like he isn't.
From what we saw on the show.
From what we saw on the show.
From what we see on the show, he's not that active. Okay, yeah.
Wow, that's not good.
No, I mean,
he's active,
he's active
married
with
in
his
the
kid,
home, but
but
he don't
he's
he
not.
always say those are Tisha's kids.
Yeah.
So, which is kind of rude, right?
Very rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, or he would say, I think his wife takes his son to go and get haircut.
Why?
I don't know. He
That
just
bald head
doesn't-
aggression, bro.
Right.
Why he
And
got hair?
said-
I don't got hair.
Right. And
You
he,
mad at your son?
and he also
I
said
miss my
that
hairline.
he also said that when a teacher called, y'all are so goofy.
I ain't taking it to the barber shop.
I used to give pimp face just like that. You can't stand it, bro. I ain't never seen a bald head. I ain't never seen a bald head do the barbershop unless he was getting
You're not gonna
skinned.
cut my hair.
No, I'm gonna skin my own shit.
You might be mad at me.
Why? You gonna whack your head?
No,
No,
you're
that
not
shit
gonna
probably.
cut my hair, bro.
That shit probably hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you. But look,
I'm gonna quit John on you.
no, I'm not gonna quit joking you, bro. But let me let Dirk get to his question.
All right, generic name. We got off topic for a little minute, but get back to your question. Hey, between the inmate and the convict, okay, inmate can do wrong and get better. Like they can
Come to terms with the situation.
A convict, that means somebody is repeatedly doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
They ain't learning from their situation.
For example, I mean, I've gotten myself in plenty of situations that caused me to be an inmate.
Right.
Once or twice. But I'm not a convict.
Right.
It's not a repeated thing. I'm not,
This is
I
an
haven't.
isolated
Right.
incident.
Right.
Right, for real. But let me get on to the rest of these comments. Who else says? And then Yvonne said, "Trust me, they have cried on my shoulder over them girls."
Oh, I know.
I bet them girls took their ass up through there. They thought they was suave play.
I don't cry before.
Yeah, shit, many tears over my wife. I'm
don't
telling
cry.
you, she done
Oh,
broke
my
it down
God. Hey.
like a fraction.
Hey, you better learn, man.
I'm
You better
telling
get
you,
on the
I
right bus.
learned the hard way, bro. Don't play or you gonna lay. Generic name says, "I'm a married mama for my career experiences definitely contribute to how I rear my children."
You're doing a great job.
Continue doing a great job, because I can speak from my experiences as a kid. Like my father and my mother, they didn't really. They like, for example, how Here for Hot T said that her dad would go up to bat for her in any situation and would try to get to the objective, meat of the situation before he made judgments on it. From my point of view, my family was always like, "Oh, what'd you do?" Because I was the black sheep of the family, so it was like I was known for just being a problem child. Like I really wasn't doing
You
that.
always have one.
We always had one. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a hard head, but I wasn't out here just wreaking
You
havoc.
want bad.
I was a bad. Like I wasn't just
Right.
Chucky and no shit like that. But goddamn, chill. But they never really they never tried to see my perspective of it. They was just trying to get as much information from what was going on with the teachers or the authority figures as possible. So it's also two sides to it. Like it's kids out here who parents are going to ride with them to their detriment when they're wrong, and then it's also parents out here that would let somebody do something actively to their kid because they're in a position of power and you.
My dad was a trust but verify.
Yep, and that's what we need more of, so that these kids have more trust in their parents, and the family unit is stronger, because I see a lot of weak family units. There'll be families that have kids, buku kids, but they're not close knit enough to be able to know when something's wrong with your child, or know that something's up, or that they have something going on under the wraps. So, I mean, all these things come full circle from the youth to the adults. Like we all play a part in it, but primarily the adults, because we've been the ones setting this standard and enabling them to be who they are to this day. Right. So it's just everybody has a hand in it, because the youth have to be able to make this. They at the end of the day,
raise a kid.
Community raise your kids also, because the youth make their own decisions, but they have to see the older generation making the correct decisions.
And that's another thing about the big mamas. I miss that period of time.
Yeah, man.
We ain't got big mamas no more.
No big mamas. But
hey.
I could tell you some stories.
I already know, bro. I know my big mama, and that's
who set me straight.
The youth is. Hey, big mamas, we are missing big mamas.
Big mamas want to be at brunch, man, on Sunday. They're trying to see unlimited mimosas.
It kids raising fast though. It kids raising kids out here now.
I'm telling you,
that's
bro.
why we have issues that we are having.
I got more kids than I even know, bro. I've been raising kids since I was 14 years old, bro. My folks slapped me with my look, bro. My mama woke up one day and said, I want to be a truck driver. And dip. My junior year of high school.
What big mama was that?
Big mama was up with the Lord, bro.
My bad, bro.
I ain't been around Big Mama since I was probably like 6, 7, 8 years old, bro. But the lessons that she instilled in me, like, don't lie. Tell the truth. If you're gonna say you did something, do it.
Look him in the eye.
Look him in the eye, bro. I remember one time, man, I fucked around and I messed around and told Big Mama that I was gonna go to the ice cream man. Ice cream man pulled up. You could hear the truck. You could hear the truck throughout the whole apartment. He got all speakers blasting. Man, my dumb ass went and ran and played with some kids on the other side of the apartment. She told me not to mess with. I'm all the way. I'm being hard. That guy was hard headed them days, bro. I'm all the way on the other side of the apartment. I done crossed bridges. It's a big apartment complex, man. And my mama, this is like 4, 5 o'clock. So my mom Duke on the way back.
Oh, so you got a hooping and balling. You got lost in the sofa.
I got some ice cream and I went and did what I wanted to do. I went to watch the movie. I'm telling you, I was in rotation, bro. Man, I messed around and I lost track of time playing with some kids.
Let the street light beat you?
Man, the street lights ain't beat me, but the clock did, bro. Because my Duke was on the way.
Oh, yeah.
She was on the way before I had left.
You on that playing.
I'm over messing around in the street. But I come back, Big Mama got the damn switch. My mama got the belt.
You know about that?
Bro, what?
You know I'm older than you, I got it.
Yeah, I know, bro. Come on, man. It's 2 years.
Oh, you got to pick it yourself or she got it?
They got tired of waiting on me.
Oh, yeah. See,
I was supposed to get it.
Kids need these things. I don't agree with it. With
corporal punishment.
Hey, it taught me a lesson.
It showed me right from wrong. I didn't FA. I was not doing that.
A switch. Hey, what? Hey,
that should teach you about life. Boy.
Hey, let me ask you this question.
What up?
You know how they
cock back
before it hit you?
Yeah, the whoosh.
Boy.
Oh, the whoosh put. Boy, that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That made me a 5-star football player. I was so agile. I was ducking the fuck out of this shit, bro.
Like a mile per hour on the thing, man.
But anyway, let me finish. Let's go ahead and get back into this damn video. Let's finish what Marcel had to say. Oh, but also let me get to these comments and then we'll finish the video. Excuse me. Now, Megichi said, but some women have men in the house that don't stand up, and the women are like Marble and Marlene, my boy. You're not lying. Look, you
Marble or Marlene
is Marcel's mama.
That's her nickname.
You speaking to a victim of it. Like, I don't like to put myself in no victim position because I'm a man, but at the end of the day, I didn't get to choose my father.
Right.
I love my dad to death. I got a lot of respect for him, but my dad wasn't like stand up when it came to problems and issues in the house. Like he would take the back seat and let my mom kind of just deal with stuff because I pay the rent, I pay the bills. And it's like, bro, it's more to fatherhood and leading a household than just paying the rent, paying the bills. You gotta set the standard. You gotta set the bar high.
So what made you want to change to be a better man?
Man,
Just saying what your mama go through.
I seen what my mama went through and how it took a toll on her, but also I've seen myself in situations where I wasn't really facing problems head on.
Okay.
And it was like, this isn't who I am.
Okay.
Like
so you started taking accountability.
For sure.
Okay.
I had to take accountability for my actions, but also I had to deal with issues in the moment. Like I used to deal with shit by trying to compartmentalize or find other ways to outlet it versus actually addressing what was messing with me, not realizing the way it rooted in. All right, guys. So, but that's my thoughts on this. Like, I think that it's important for fathers to not only be present but active in household. I agree. Stand up for your kids, stand up for your wife, stand up for your household as a unit, and everything will work out.
You made them, you better raise them. Yeah.
Sure. But anyway, but just to get back into the example of what happens when you don't raise them, you just make them. 33-year-old man shot multiple times, killed in Atlanta's 4th Ward neighborhood identified. Police said the 33-year-old is also remembered for his impact in the community. Edwin Prosper said Dylan used to mentor him and dozens of inmates with the Urban League. He was nothing but for the people, Prosper said. I could almost guarantee that he'd give you the shirt off his back. Prosper said it wasn't what Dylan did in the kitchen, it was what he did when the restaurant was closed. I was locked up at a prison over there in Metro Atlanta, Prosper said, and Chad came as basically like me, like one of the community mentors. Prosper said he was released about a month before he found out Dylan was killed. He said Dylan would meet with dozens of inmates almost weekly and teach them about entrepreneurship. We basically try to come up with a business plans to create something just to keep a positive energy and keep us out of the streets. Dylan was passionate about his business. During his first year as a restaurateur, it's reported that he made $8 million. He also co-owned Seafood Menu with Atlanta rapper Lil Baby. Lil Baby posted about Dylan on his Instagram saying, "Damn, big buddy, get your rest." Dylan was also set to open up another restaurant next. His dreams were cut short. It kind of hurt me, honestly, Prosper said. It hurt me bad knowing that I was that person, that he was a part of my life, and that I was going through something. So to see him out here now, let's scroll up, baby. You get to scroll up, and then that happened is just heartbreaking. There were broken hearts all over Metro Atlanta as condolences began pouring out from those that knew him. Now, Dylan's lawyer also released a statement. We are deeply saddened by the tragic passing of Chad Dylan, who is not only a valued client and a dear friend, but also a well-respected businessman. Our hearts go out to his family and his loved ones during this incredibly difficult time. Many on social media were hoping that the violence wouldn't kill another man on the come up. Gun control and the gun laws, maybe, Prosper said, but we've got to do something. 11 Alive spoke to Dylan's sister, Christine, on the phone, and she explained that the family was hurting and that this was all too fresh, so they're not ready to speak right now, but most of the family is in New York, and even from there, they understand how much he meant to the Atlanta community. Atlanta police have not announced any arrest in this case, as the shooting is still under investigation. However, a spokesperson said that the killing appears to have been targeted. It's just a damn shame.
Yeah, man.
It's just a damn shame, man.
Go out here, trying to, do the best you can, a better life.
You create jobs, creating opportunities, and somebody lay on you. Why?
It's crazy. That's crazy work to me, man.
It's just like this is the lack of accountability. You have made all these shitty decisions to land you in a spot where now you down bad. You ain't got you don't want your bill. You late on your bills. You short on this, so you just.
Well, is it right to take from somebody else?
It's not. It's not an excuse.
It's not.
And the lack of accountability is the only way I can see somebody logically going after this.
Facts.
He isn't a thug. He's not a gangster.
Handling his business.
He handling his business, taking care of
He
his
could have gave you a
community.
job. So
Really,
like,
realistically, he could have put some paper in your pocket.
a person like that, man, with a big heart like that, man, you know, they come a dime a dozen, man, you know.
You really do, and it's just it's unfortunate to see him gone so soon. May he rest up. May his family be able to come to some sort of healing and some sort of resolve about the situation. And I hope the person who did it just know that your days is coming. You dusty, diabolical, semi-retarded detriment to the community, bro. Like I despise cats like you because cats like you almost put me out the game.
You took a leader, man.
You took a leader, bro. Like cool, you really putting all of us in danger. Like dudes like that are the reason why black men are afraid of black men. Like even if you not even trying to hold nobody accountable, you could be minding your damn business, trying to make sure your affairs in order. Meanwhile, somebody trailing you, trying to put you up because of these little menial possessions that you have.
It's sad.
Shit that can be bought, reproduced.
And you know the crazy part about that? I see it a lot, bro. I hear it a lot. You want to take my chain? I give you this damn chain.
You can have it, bro.
It's not worth my life, bro.
I just want to get home to my family at the end of the day.
So it's like they crashing out over, petty stuff, bro. But
things that aren't worth anything.
Ain't worth it.
A goddamn Kia.
Take your broke ass to work.
Go to work. Get a job,
right.
bro.
Take your broke ass to work.
Get away from your homies. Your homies don't want nothing.
That's another thing too. Get away from the people that ain't on what you on.
That's what I be telling the youth. I be like, y'all don't understand. Women don't like how y'all be all ganged up and together.
They like that.
No, they don't. Real women don't.
Yeah,
them
real
little girls, maybe them little girls like that stuff, but a real woman don't.
Everybody will be talking.
They not trying to be around a bunch of dudes all day, bro. Like, what kind of sense do that make, man?
They give me weird vibes.
It's just weird.
I could never hang around a group of men
all day, bro. And they be and all this, and they be doing all this damn plotting and being conniving and trying to backdoor one another. I'd rather just be to myself.
Be with my woman.
I'm my woman and myself, bro. Like simple. I'm not a complicated dude, bro.
Yeah.
All that everything I've ever tried to get done with a bunch of dudes was always complicated and colluded. Ended up bad. We in trouble. I don't get in trouble, but when I'm around y'all, I'm in trouble.
So do you think that there's a way to change the trajectory, or is it just one day at a time, one step at a time?
I know what it is. They need to get a damn job and get them something to get some motion about themselves. The ones who be on this I remember being told this as a youth. I don't mind.
You tried to help some of them get a few jobs.
I did, and they refused because they rather run the street.
Hey,
but it's like
are you still trying?
I am still trying, but at the end of the day, now I'm trying to solidify my family and solidify my household so I can be as much of a help to anybody who's willing to take the help that I'm offering. All right, I'm not going to hold no grown man hand. At the end of the day, if you want to be on the bullshit, more power to you. I'm gonna encourage you not to be on the bullshit, and I'm gonna always present opportunities to the young black men in the community that look like me and go through what I've been through. But also,
I do think that is a challenge, though, when it comes to mentoring the young
they want
men.
fast money.
I have challenges with the young women as well, but it isn't as difficult as the challenges that he has, and I'll say that
because it's like they got this ill-gotten pride. It's like get rich. Like I need 50 racks tomorrow. I need 100 bands tomorrow. I need a Hellcat yesterday, and it's like don't even understand what a Dun and Bradstreet score is. Don't know how to read. Don't know how to read. Don't know what an EIN number is. Don't know what an LLC is. Don't know what an S corp is. Don't know anything about business funding or anything of that nature. Couldn't tell you the difference. But they'll sit there and tell you what a Cadillac CTSV specs is.
Still Cadillac convertible.
Yeah. They know how to they'll figure out how to break in the window.
Well, this is in the lineup.
It's crazy because it's like, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. But when I stop trying to help,
no, I'm never gonna stop.
I can't. Just because one don't listen,
Nah,
that don't mean stop.
Because-
somebody, I'm gonna get somebody attention.
because I just you never
Even
know.
if it's just 2 or 3
You never know, man. 'cause
throughout your whole life.
my whole life, because you never know where his reach might be.
Right.
He might be able to reach somebody to connect with somebody that I would never be able to touch, you know? And that's cool. As long as I was just able to get the message out.
That's all that matters. Like, you know,
Like if I can pique your interest about something, maybe you might not pick up on it now. You got to go bump your head in life and realize that I was giving you some real sauce. But that's okay.
Which is what happened to me. Like I had to. It took me until I got older and had real life experiences to where I was like, wow, they were really letting me know.
Put me down, and I just ignored it because I was a hard-headed knucklehead.
And since we're talking about people that was really letting me know, I mean, Deja, I know y'all just gonna talk about the men in general, but a lot of people were trying to let Deja Huckabuck know that man who was her stepdaddy or her daddy-in-law was no good. That's not somebody you should be engaged in. And y'all know we spoke about this on my channel a while ago. But I just wanted to give y'all an update. She reached $2,800 on her GoFundMe. And since we're talking about holding men accountable, I think that Mike Huckabuck needs to be held accountable for his position in all of this, because now here she go again. She's a young woman. Although I do agree that she's a victim, I don't necessarily feel sorry for her because so many people tried to reach out and hold her hand through the situation. But here Mike Huckabuck goes, 50-something years old, and has created another broken home. What are y'all thoughts?
I think that he's despicable and they should stone dudes like him. Scum, bro. He need to be under the jail because not only did you prey on this girl, but you manipulated her into turning on her whole family.
Or you watched her grow as a child.
As a child, bro, from infancy. We're gonna play some video. Never mind. From infancy. Like you have a 20, how old was 20, 30-year age gap on the girl?
Yeah.
No, 50. It's almost 50 years.
But take this out, bro. You was dating her mom.
You was dating her mama? I didn't know that one. I thought he was just a goddad.
Well, do you want to read it?
Yeah, let me read because I'm not up on this as much as these two are. They know a little bit more about it than I do. But I'll be
the godfather.
That's wild. An 18-year-old Deja Huckabuck who married her 61. Let's count that. How many years is that? 43 years? That's a 43-year age gap. Drops diss track for critics. Age is nothing but a number. If you don't get your Robert Kelly, look at him. Look at his eyes. Him and Robert got the same look in their eyes.
The crazy part about this, I hate stories like this.
Me
Tell
too,
you why.
Man.
Because you wait till this all could have been avoided when these pictures first start coming out. Y'all wasn't saying anything about the marriage, and now she's got 3 kids.
Y'all was entertained by
right.
It was
funny. It was cute and funny, but you don't damage this poor baby. Now she got 3 kids, man, and that's even more challenging.
And he probably nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
He actually has been having girls try to fight her.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Manipulative, man. Control, man. Like you out of pocket for that, dog.
Let me read more. So the newlyweds from Florida, Mike Huckabuck and Deja, who recently went viral due to their massive age gap, have dropped a tune about their marriage after facing backlash. 18-year-old Deja decided to drop the song and feature lyrics defending her marriage to her 61-year-old godfather.
And that's another reason why I say, how you gonna defend somebody?
Look at how lost our community is, bro. We got shit like this running amok, bro.
How you gonna defend somebody that's
dog? But even on top of that, bro, we don't got such like.
Well, she defended him then. Now she's not.
Now she condemning him,
and she wants help, etc. But I think the real issue is just him in general.
He just sick.
Yes, very sick.
And nobody find no. If it was my daughter, hey, I'm sorry to say it, but
her parents aren't really active in her life. So she was in foster care. Her mama was like on drugs or whatever.
And nobody can step up. The uncles, nobody.
People could have, but you're right. This is why we're talking about it. Community.
Yeah.
This is what happens when there isn't a community
of
people. Right. Because anybody could have stepped in, but a lot of times people look at it as a burden. I don't want to step in. I don't want to do this, that, and the third. And granted, it is hard, but we can't keep throwing these kids out to the wayside.
Because they grow up and
They grow up like and get taken advantage of, and we have to start condemning men like this. He shouldn't even be able to ride freely within his community, but he does. And the women in his life, for the most part, don't hold him accountable and don't check him and don't see no wrong with what he has
He's
going
probably
on.
abusive. Look at him. He look like he
a predator, bro.
He look like a predator, and he ain't got and there aren't men. There's not enough men like us who will be able to to check this shit. Like he don't got brothers or cousins or
he got somebody.
He do, but
they don't care.
But they don't care. This is what Marsau and Maurice and Martel all be doing for one another.
So they be gatekeeping each other.
They protecting each other's
secrets. Do you think
secrets.
that they would do something this far though?
No.
Like, he's dating a girl, this young.
I don't put nothing past.
I don't put nothing past these dudes. I done seen a dude try to take his kids from his wife because she wanted to tell him the truth about himself and distance herself from him. So I wouldn't
from him cheating on her.
And I wouldn't put it past it. I really wouldn't. Come on, now.
Want to cake and eat it too.
Simple. Now the lyrics include "Age is nothing but a number" as Deja raps about her relationship. The pair debuted their song on YouTube channels, and after all the hype about the marriage, I just had to stop. I just had to drop a song. Like, drop a song
about a sister. All this is
like you bragging about
right?
that
Don't
shit?
man, like,
trying to brag?
I don't feel bad for her. I don't. She's a baby. He's dead wrong because that could be your daughter. Or she all up to be your daughter. Hold up now.
That shit don't make no sense.
But you gonna go over here and rap,
and brag about this traumatic situation that you've now.
Man, you stuck with 3 babies.
3 kids gotta look up to you for leadership.
Yeah, sorry about that situation, but
another example.
He's a scum, and he should be dealt with accordingly on site.
Shit. But even another example, even in a not as an extreme degree or a lesser news, baby mama of Tim Anderson celebrates MLB veteran's new contract. Fans are split on how to feel. Deja Laney was pretty happy about Tim Anderson's $5 million deal with the Marlins. Deja Laney, the influencer best known as being the mistress and baby mama of MLB player Tim Anderson, has been openly celebrating the player's new contract on Instagram. Laney posted a picture of Anderson on her Instagram story along with a champagne bottle emoji, a heart emoji, a piñata emoji. Earlier this week, Tim Anderson signed a 1-year, $5 million deal with the Marlins. To put this in perspective, ladies, this dude's in the MLB making 8-9 figures, like $700 million contracts. So a 1-year, $5 million contract that's going to be taxed at a tax rate of 45%. You live in lavish the way he acting. You got multiple kids. You splitting that money gone before it even hit the bank. It's gone.
You really want to get trifed with you.
You playing a dangerous game, and this is a problem with the community. We got women who are pygmies who enable men like this to be able to run around and act like this, and then be mad at the product. Like it's both like it's more men because obviously we are the leaders, but there are also women active in the community. Not all of them, but there's a select few women who would put the needs of a man before themselves, their kids, and their loved ones, and ultimately the betterment. They will protect a man who is a menace to the society or a menace to the community for the sake of just having a man.
Well, let's hear what Tim had to say because he responded to a lot of that.
What caused me to, go into, these spaces? We did a lot of work as far as, understanding it and showing my love to, to my wife and to my kids. But, it's something I'm still going through, trying to master it.
What's up, Travis?
It seemed like to me he was making excuses. Because what do you mean? But it's something that I'm still, you know what I'm saying? It
you didn't love her. You didn't love her.
I did wrong. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done this. This was unacceptable. It should never be a but on, why you are not being loyal and sticking to your marriage vow.
I'm tell you what it is. He got money now.
He got that money that went to his head. He think he hot shit.
Controlling now, how you want to control.
Well, you know what they say that most Black families they break up when money is
That's
involved
crazy.
versus marriages in Black families when they are, middle class and just, regular
It should have to be
income.
like that.
It
It
shouldn't
really shouldn't. And it's because, it's, in my opinion, it's because of egos.
be. Yeah. The banker that check drop and now you think you something that you're not.
Do y'all think it has something to do with the fact that because Black people are, treated as, lesser than, so when Black men get money, they try to
Align
be more
themselves.
with white men and seen as of power, and they feel the way to do that.
So align themselves with them
Mhm.
versus actually standing in their
And standing in their own,
and setting themselves
walking their
apart.
own right. That's what I have issues
Mhm.
with, because sometimes people say, why are y'all calling out this business? They're a Black business. And a lot of times we say, so are we not supposed to hold the business accountable because it's a Black business? Why aren't we setting ourselves apart? We know that it's harder in the society for us to thrive. So why aren't we making sure we're doing things to continue to thrive?
Mhm.
That way we have a community where if there are people trying to come and mess up our business, we can stick
It's
together and
impenetrable.
and unify.
Mhm.
Kind of the way we see some of these other ethnicity businesses. There would be,
Integrated into another
right.
community. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna allude to it, but you know what I mean.
but yeah, go ahead.
I just feel like, I just want my Black man to be better, man. Like, okay,
Unified.
Yeah, you got money, that's not an excuse, to pick someone through pain and
Or to assimilate
traumatize someone. Like, that's not cool, bro.
and to jump off of what he's saying. Black men, when y'all do get y'all checks, stop funneling y'all money into a community that don't cook the same food as your mama. Stop trying to assimilate yourself and homologate yourself with your oppressor.
I like that, bro. I like that.
For real, because they be like, you see all these athletes, they be, you know what they run through.
I know, and
And it's crazy, bro, because you wouldn't have that if it wasn't for this
and she
little
probably with him,
with ill intentions. It ain't nothing genuine.
And like I said, money bring out the real people.
It really do. It really Future said it. Money don't change you; it reveal you.
Yeah, yes,
For real.
with marriage these days, it's like, man, it ain't real love no more, bro. It ain't real love, no more, bro. It's not genuine, bro.
This shit, bro.
It's not genuine.
Dog, their kids can't spell love, so to speak. Show it, bro. Like, I've never seen. They don't know what loyalty is.
At first,
but they haven't seen it.
I'm gonna tell you what else they gotta play in too, though.
What?
Just be having a way or whatever. And there's a lot of, big artists and ball players that do the same trend.
Yeah.
They're not used to the spotlight.
Mhm.
They're not used to the women flocking
limelight.
towards them,
Mhm.
So when they get that opportunity, they run with it,
Yeah.
But temptation, hey, ain't good. Ain't always good.
It ain't good, man. Like a lot of my people succumb to temptation. It don't make no sense. Empire star Brashear Gray arrested in Florida for trespassing child. Charge 1, trespassing unoccupied structure or conveyance.
I think it's also DV.
Oh, yeah, domestic violence charge.
Don't say that.
Or DV.
Wow.
Neighbors, Empire star Brashear Gray found himself behind bars down in Florida recently after he was arrested for trespassing, but his mugshot had many of his fans concerned. Yeah, he looks like he just got off of a binge of that stuff.
Yeah, he's fired, man. I want to pray for this brother. I don't know what he's going through. What happened between his career to now.
Good man, I pray the best for him, bro. I hope he get the help that he need, bro. Because this ain't no violent charge. He just wasn't where he was.
He got arrested
for
DV.
Oh, it was a DV too?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Was this the same
he got
instance?
arrested.
Oh, this was all at the same time.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I think he was just.
Oh, I thought this was a separate incident. I didn't know he had a DV associated with it.
your ass back here, my boy.
Come on, everybody. Yeah, come on, back to the pulpit.
I mean,
Give me 45 seconds with you real quick.
I could be wrong. I could really be wrong, but
Hope
if I'm
not.
not,
But
if I'm
damn.
not mistaken, hold on, let me show you. He was arrested, if I'm not mistaken, for DV. Like I could have. That's what it says. Oh, for trespassing.
Yeah, ain't no DB, ain't no DB ball for 150 now.
You clear now, my boy.
Bro. Get some help, bro.
Go
Go home, brother.
All right, y'all. We've been ahead out of here.
All right, y'all. Nice speaking to y'all today, man.
Hey, man. We're gonna read the comments and we're gonna peel up out of here, man. We got kids to feed and women to take care of, dog. Can't be
My
talking
wife
about
is
that.
hot right now.
Oh yeah, wife is finna put my boy dirt in the dirt. You can read the comment, my boy.
MC Geechee.
Oh wait, no, wait, we read that one already. Yeah, go MC Geechee again.
Okay. MC Geechee, my daughter dated a guy that said he never dated a girl with a father in the house. He couldn't handle it and broke up with her while she was out at sea. He's a clown.
He wanted control.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
Hey, tell your daughter keep going.
Yeah, she gonna
He
be
was a
wet.
piece of
She
shit
be
from the
fine.
get-go.
She ain't need him.
She didn't need him. Constance Livingston, Martel feed all them lies from the very beginning, and now they are seeing and hearing the truth. I feel like it's always been in front of their faces the whole time.
They just don't want to see it.
Y'all
Yep.
know
They don't wanna put on blast.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Moore, inmate can learn the lesson and convict repeat the lesson. Just as person who never passed a class, facts.
Devil's Workshop.
MC Geechee, everybody wants money, nobody wants to work, facts. It was said he was a good person, but they CAB him. About him, okay.
Well, that's it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining the men's panel. Y'all get in the comment section and let me know if y'all like this so we can do this more often. They do have their own podcast that they are coming out with, y'all. And I'm going to drop it in the description. Well, not now. Like when they have it finished, I'm going to drop it somewhere in my community feed so y'all can check it out. And send them topics to talk about that y'all want to hear them talk about, stuff that y'all want to get their opinions on.
It was
Nice talking to y'all today, man.
It was a pleasure speaking with y'all. Y'all have a blessed evening, man.